This is the latest of several multi-billion-dollar settlements agreed to by big pharmaceutical companies in recent years for wrongdoing. Johnson&Johnson and two subsidiaries admit they bribed doctors and pharmacies. They got them to prescribe some of their drugs, particularly to the elderly, children and the disabled, despite health risks or a lack of scientific evidence showing any health benefits for patients. It's the third largest settlement with the US government involving a US drug maker.
Through these alleged actions, these companies lined their pockets at the expense of American taxpayers, patients, and private insurance industry.
Last year, GlaxoSmithKline broke the record for a pharmaceutical company settlement, agreeing to $3 billion in fines for promoting its antidepressants for unapproved uses and failing to report safety data about a diabetes drug. However, according to The Economist magazine, that represented less than 11% of Glaxo's revenue. And as with the Johnson&Johnson settlement, no individuals were held accountable. That leads some to question whether big pharmaceutical companies see such fines simply as a cost of doing business.
Unfortunately, when you look at the scale of the fraud involved, a period stretching almost 10 years, which was systematic, in many cases directed from management, and then you look at the fine that was paid, $2.2 billion, that represents less than 1/2 of what the company made on the drug in a single year. And it represents probably 1/10 of what the company made on the drug over the course of the wrongdoing. So it's hardly a deterrent to any future fraud.
As part of this settlement, a Johnson&Johnson subsidiary will plead guilty to a single misdemeanor violation. But the company maintains that the settlement of these civil allegations is not an admission of any liability or wrongdoing. Shihab Ratansi, Al Jazeera.